Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your autumn equinox reading. I was just getting ready to go out and doing my makeup and listening to podcasts like I always do, and I was listening to some autumn equinox readings, and I got so inspired that I was like, you know what, I think I have like an extra half hour here. If I do this quickly, I can throw down and do this reading for you guys and have it uploaded before I go. So here's to hoping that that works out. I remembered that I have the perfect spread for this time of year, and it's actually a spread that came with this book. It's really beautiful. It's called The World Tree. And here's what we're going to go over. I'm just going to tap into the general energy for whoever's watching. So the questions are, what is the root of the issue? What are the possibilities of the issue? What do you take with you? What do you leave behind you? So this is in regards to like the wheel of the year turning and us being in like a new cycle and heading into a new season. What do you hope for? What do you fear? What enables you to engage with the issue and the hidden wisdom of the issue? So if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can lay the cards out like this and do this reading for yourself with your own deck. I might try it with one of my other decks after this. So let's do this, you guys. General reading here. Just getting centered. All right. What is the root of the issue? It's really interesting to see this reunion card. Instantly, it made me think of some of you guys out there I've been doing readings for lately that are really longing for a soulmate. I've done a lot of readings for people who are single or people who have, had a breakup or who are in separation from someone that they love. And so I'm thinking about you guys right now. I feel like this reading could be speaking to you, part of it. But I also feel like the root of the issue, not in a negative way or anything, it's just saying that we're at a time in our life where we need communion, we need company, we need other people. And we didn't come here to this planet to be alone. There's so many of us here. It seems a bit obvious that we're here for this, communion and communication and to experience each other. And one of the most beautiful things in life is when you can find someone that you really resonate with, someone who just gets you, someone who can understand you and who's on your level, I think it's beautiful when you can find like-minded people. I also think it's beautiful when you don't. Sometimes it takes that contrast of meeting certain people that rub you wrong, or meeting people who might not have the same viewpoint as you in order to help you open up and expand and grow and to learn new things and evolve. But I very much feel like there's a longing for positive communion here. Maybe we've had enough of those types of relationships that have tested us and helped us grow, to put it in a positive light. Maybe it's time for, something different, something new in the journey, new friends, a new group of people, a new job, a new work environment, or the right business partner, the right people to creatively collaborate with. I know I'm looking for people who are like more on my vibe when it comes to creativity, because it's cool when someone makes beautiful work, but if you don't vibe with them on like an emotional, spiritual, mental level, it's hard to see eye to eye. It's hard to have that flow. So I think that's what we're looking for, flow. We're looking for people we can flow with, situations, circumstances we can flow with. We all want peace, right? And sometimes it's other people in our life that help us create that peace. And sometimes it's other people in our life who help us to not create peace, to put it lightly. We're gravitating and wanting to gravitate towards relationships and situations that can help better put us into that mind frame of peace, be able to cultivate that and create that. Because we are the creators of our own reality. We are the creators of our destiny. And, but hey, you're only as successful as people around you, right? You're only as, kind and as loving and as generous as the people around you, right? You got to surround yourself with the right people. Not to say you should be a snob or you should be judgmental. It's just you want to check yourself and make sure that the people you're letting into your inner circle are people that are totally on your vibe and that you trust, and people who aren't taking advantage of you, and who you can be authentic with, people that bring out love in you, people who don't bring up that fear in you, So really, it's like the root of the issue is viewing everything through the eyes of love, and like creating love and like attracting love, because you are what you attract. You are what you're creating in your life. So it's like coming to that place of balance and peace and love within yourself to attract and create that. So it raises a question, like, how can we do that? How can we achieve this, Let's see. What are the possibilities of the issue? So, we gotta go all the way up here. So these are the branches of the tree. What are the possibilities of the issue? So I'm seeing that maybe some of us feel worn down. Maybe you feel uninspired. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe there's been a lot that you've lost. This is very normal to feel like this after coming out of this period in August. It's like a time where old crops have to be burned in order to make way for new growth, shedding, death, And so the possibilities are being able to shed all of this and to shed the fear of this catastrophe and this chaos. The ability to establish more harmony in your life on a day-to-day basis. The ability to be able to wake up and, take that first deep breath and look around and feel thankful instead of feeling like frustrated or annoyed or fearful or angry. And it's the ability to flow through whatever life is throwing at you. Even if this happens and this happens and this happens and this happens, it's like, how are you going to trust and open and surrender to this solution? How are you going to create this solution? How are you going to best flow through this? That's always the question when the contrast hits. It's like, okay, this is contrast. It is, accept it. Now how are you going to flow through it? How are you going to make this work for you? How are you going to learn from this? How are you going to grow and evolve from it, So, next we have, what do you take with you? So now that the wheel of the year is turning and now that we're heading into this new season, what do you take with you from this period that we just left behind and from all of this? Oh my goodness, it's so nice to see this card. This card is always my breath of fresh air because it's talking about like this really intense time you went through. Like obviously we're seeing hints to that, and especially with this transition card up here. It's saying that you're leaving this time behind. The Swan card talks about, gentleness and grace and beauty, and it's kind of like a good omen of what's ahead, and it's like you're leaving this difficult time behind. So that's what you take with you. You take this ability to be able to move on from situations in your life gracefully. Because sometimes it's awkward to move on from certain situations. Maybe it's a relationship you have to move on from. Maybe it's a job that you've worked at for many years. I had to leave a job that I worked at for so long once, and it felt so awkward, but I just did it as gracefully as I could, That's what you have to do in life. Sometimes it gets messy, but all you can do is, once again, a repeating message here, just try to flow through it as gracefully as you can. So that's a message, and I'm going to pull a clarifier. What else do you take with you? Yes, transformation just came out. So you take with you blessings because you're going through a transformation, and that's bringing a lot of blessings into your life. You know, when you're transforming, it's like you're letting go of old things in your life, toxic habits, old thoughts, old belief systems. You're just changing and growing. We change throughout our lives, you know. And so it's one of those periods, and we're changing and we're taking with us these blessings, though, because all this space left over from what we've let go of is going to be filled with new opportunities, new ways of being, new ways of thinking, new people, a whole new energy in our life. You know what I mean? Now, next, what do you leave behind you? So from this cycle we just went through and this season we just came out of, what do you leave behind you? Interesting. It's like you've had to be very patient and wait for opportunities, and you've really been trying to focus and manifest. So this could have been something you've been trying to manifest for a long time. But I see many opportunities here. So maybe you've had these dreams or these visions or these goals. You've done a lot of work on them. You've taken effort. You've taken action. Maybe you've done some spiritual work or healing or done some spells or something. And so now it's like they're saying that you're going to leave this behind you. Like this next cycle and this next season in your life, you're going to start seeing things manifest. So no longer do you just have to sit around and wait and just kind of hold your space and just wait in this darkness, you know? It's like these opportunities here are going to be making their way into your life. And so that's really exciting. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see that in that placement. What do you hope for? A transition. It's like you want this change. You want to move forward. You want something new. You're down for this transformation. You're like, bring it on. That's how I feel. I don't know about you guys. So I have a feeling that the reason that you made your way to this channel is because we're in the same soul family, or maybe you just vibe with where I'm at in my cycle. Maybe you're in a similar place. We have similar energy or something. Maybe we're from the same place. Who knows? But it's like you want this transition. You want something new. And you want to leave this darkness behind. And you have. You're already in the boat. You know what I mean? And the wheel of the year is turning. So, what do you fear? Okay, so it's like you're afraid of... There's like all these opportunities that are coming in, but it's like you're kind of hesitating. And maybe you're afraid of that. Maybe you're afraid you're going to hesitate and not take the right opportunity, or you're not going to recognize it when it comes or something. It's like you're afraid of success. Like there's all this abundance coming in, and maybe you can be afraid of it. And sometimes that's something that can hold you back. It's like the subconscious fear of success, because sometimes it's like the fear of the unknown, and that's what this card talks about a lot, the fear of the unknown, you know, moving on to this new cycle in your life. Maybe this is something you really want, like what you're manifesting and what you're cultivating, but maybe there's a fear there because it's the unknown. And so the message here is just like all that's coming in is like goodness for you, and, you know, abundance, and a better place for you in your life, and just the next level. And so don't be afraid of what's to come. Don't be afraid of this future. It's a positive one. Now, the way through the woods. What enables you to engage with this issue? This card has to do with freedom. It has to do with letting go of like the clouds of confusion and just taking radical action. It's like a just go card. So this card is asking for you to take a leap of faith. And so like in order to engage with this issue, the root of the issue, remember, take a leap of faith, just go. you know? Take opportunities as they come. Trust in what is appearing in your life right now. It's sacred. It's meant to be, this journey that you're on. You are creating this, though. You have free will in your life. And it's important to, you know, you want to kind of trust and go with the flow of the universe, because obviously there's like a greater force at work here, but at the same time you have free will. So it's balance, you know. This energy is going to support you taking radical action. It's going to support anything that makes you feel free in your heart and in your soul. That's what you desire, ultimately. It's freedom. Anyone who clicked on this video, that's something I know we have in common. It's like you desire freedom, and you want to be free like this horse and wild. And you just want to be your greatest authentic self. And so be you. Find ways to be you even harder than you've ever been. There is an inner song in your soul, you know, that you've been singing since you were born. You have a way of being that's unique to you. You have something pouring out of you. For me, I have words pouring out of me. I love to write. I love to speak. I mean, I write poetry. I write music. I have music flowing out of me. I sing. I have art flowing out of me. I love to paint and style and create. And I feel like you guys do too. There's a lot that's flowing out of you. Maybe you just can't stop moving. Maybe you love dancing. Maybe you love to be outside in the sun and playing with the plants and the animals. And maybe you love to travel, and maybe you just can't stay off that plane, you know? But what's coming out of you, you know? What wants to be expressed, you know? That's what follow your bliss means. It means to really listen to that inner song in your heart and your soul, and to just sing it out and just let it be and just flow through it. That's when you're in the most balance. The times in my life where I've ever been the happiest been times where I've been in alignment with that, you know? I don't think happiness should be like based off external conditions. It's a decision you make, you know what I mean? But I do have to say, the times I've felt the best in my life, you know, I felt the most energized, were times where I was expressing myself to my fullest. And I feel like this is what's going to enable you to engage with this. You know, once you're expressing yourself to your fullest, you're going to naturally draw the right people into your life. You know, soulmates, and people like that, you know, people from your soul family, people you can create with, connect with, work with, build with, share with, people you can be in harmony with. And that's what you need to seek out, especially at this time in your life. The hidden wisdom of the issue. The conclusion of this reading. Drum roll. So we get the fulfillment card. So it's like, ultimately you're going to be fulfilled on this journey. And I do feel like this reading does hint at a bit of fear. You know what I mean? It's like you're afraid. This is what this card is about. Interesting that I just threw this one down on top of it. I just feel like this is related, you know? It's like you're hesitant to move forward and for this new season and for this change. Maybe sometimes you fear change because in the past in your life, change has been accompanied with loss and death and some horrible things that you didn't quite know how to cope with. I'm saying that because that's something that's very true for me, and I wonder if you guys can relate. But as you move forward in your life and as you grow and change and evolve, you have to start looking at these changes and as these transitions as an opportunity. You know, this transition can be an opportunity for you to manifest the things you want in your life, an opportunity to move closer towards your authenticity and closer towards freedom, an opportunity to practice gracefully transitioning, to be more in harmony with your life. This isn't about perfection. It's just about how can you do better? How can you make life work for you instead of, you know, swimming against the current? How can you trust in yourself and your intuition better to make these choices you're going to need to make over the next couple months? Ultimately, you're going to be fulfilled. So those of you guys who are looking for a soulmate, he's right here. See? Or she or they. So just trust. Trust in what you're seeing right now. Trust in this cycle. Trust in where you're at and what's coming into your life. I'm going to read you guys this card, and we'll end with this. Oh my god, my ride's going to be here in like 5 minutes. I'm finishing this though. I hope there's Wi-Fi wherever I'm going. Then I can upload this. Okay, I got it. The fulfillment card. The hidden wisdom of this issue. This says, the archer must be at one with the bow to fully direct its potential energy. And just as the arrow passes through the bow, propelling it to its target with effortless grace, the questioning heart and seeker of knowledge allows the energy to flow through him. This combination of balanced energy and intellectual focus enables the mastering of any situation and allows the enrichment of success by being both at one with the environment and its inhabitants. Reaching this inner stronghold of strength and peace can only be achieved by constant reappraisal, vigilance, and commitment to your goals. But the act of letting the power flow through you and having the trust to allow your arrows to fly completes an unseen universal circuit. The inner stillness and focus thus produced is easily apparent and observable to others. It builds a sense of trust, confidence, and security in those for whom you are responsible. This inner shifting energy will inspire others to start out on their own path of discovery and sojourn to fulfillment. Oh my gosh, I love that, you guys. I absolutely love that. And if you had a hard time hearing that, then you can pause this and, or take a screenshot of it and read it later. But that was just absolutely beautiful. That really kind of talks a lot about what I've been through personally lately. Like, that's kind of what I'm striving for. I'm hoping that I can help inspire people to start off on their own path of discovery. Because everything I've learned and been learning it's helping me balance, it's helping me focus more, and I'm actually having like real tangible results in my 3D life, and that's what this is all about, As within, so without. You work on your inner self, and you just work towards being like a more authentic, more like legit person who has like integrity, and once again, not about being perfect, it's just about being the greatest version of yourself you can be, and then your outer world starts to reflect that. It's more peaceful, more harmonious, and more in alignment with your inner vision. And so that's what I want to help inspire you guys to do, is to stay accountable to that, and, instead of just complaining about your life all the time, like I used to along my earlier journey. I was always complaining about my job and about where I lived and about all these things, instead of just like taking action and changing it. But it comes from the confidence, so you can't take action unless you're feeling confident, I can go off on a whole other tangent on this, but like I said, my ride, oh my gosh, my ride's probably waiting for me right now. They're subscribed to my YouTube, so they'll totally understand. So, I hope to leave you guys with one more message, which is, it's not necessarily about seeing your goals and desires fulfilled. It's more about the sense of completion. It's more about like the feeling that you get when you follow through on your inner vision. There's not many things in life that feel better than like feeling that sense of completion after you had this vision and this dream and you saw it into fruition in the 3D. And so that's what this time is about, dream a new dream, have a new vision, and no matter what area we're talking about here in your life, trust in your inner guidance and continue forward on this path. So I hope that this reading, I'm done, you guys. I'm so done, oh my gosh. I hope that this reading resonates with you, and let me know what you guys think. I will be purchasing new video equipment soon, so the camera will stop shaking. But other than that, let me know what you guys think, and I would love to hear feedback and if this resonates. Peace out.